This little boy is helping his father withdraw money from an ATM. He simply enters a string of instructions and his father's account balance instantly doubles tenfold. The boy feels that it's still a little low and continues to do some more operations and the balance doubles to 100 times. Behind him, his father urged him to get into the car and go home. The boy grabbed his time and doubled his card balance to 1,000 times for the last time. The boy then pulled out the card and turned around to leave. The boy was only 10 years old but his IQ was 251. The examiner had just handed out the test papers and he was already answering the questions as fast as the other students were still reading them. He was answering the questions faster than he could copy the answers. When the teacher saw him, she told him to stop and said he couldn't write anything he didn't know. But the boy said he had already finished. The teacher looked at the paper and was dumbfounded. The answers to the questions were correct. Even one of the questions was answered with multivariable functions and calculus. The teacher's eyelids fluttered at this amazing scene, and the naughty boy imitated the teacher. But then the teacher sent him to the infirmary to have his eyes checked. The kindly doctor showed the boy a vision chart to test his eyesight. But the boy memorized the chart with just one look. The doctor was amazed by this maneuver. And that's not all. The boy's first piano lesson took him only 10 minutes to learn the score. He could even play Beethoven's Nocturne with ease. The mother was very pleased, but the boy wasn't her own. He was checked out of the mountains. That day 2 old men found a little boy in the mountains. The boy only knew his name and nothing else. He didn't even know how he got there. So the kind old man brought John to the town and sent him to the orphanage. The doctors found that the boy's physical condition was normal, but he had lost some of his memory. He didn't know who his parents were or where he lived. So the director had to let him stay in the orphanage for a while. It so happened that a couple in the town had no children, so they adopted John back. The couple was overjoyed. A woman has always wanted a child of her own to give vent to her pent-up maternal love, and now she got what she'd wanted for so many years. And so John began a new life in the town. But the good times didn't last long, as 2 uninvited guests came to the house that day. This couple claimed to be John's real parents, and then they brought out pictures of John as a child. As much as they all miss each other, children always go back to their biological parents. Who would have guessed that they weren't John's real parents, but rather John's researchers? They then took John on a plane to a research facility.